Does this help? Nah. It does into my eyes. Yeah, so good evening. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, good evening. Um, First things first, I just want to um, talk about again. I realize that life has become very, very hard. Life has become very, very hard. A number of people are struggling to get money. A number of people are struggling to make it up to the end of the month. It's really, really difficult. And a lot of people are, asking for help here and there. Now, I always talk about this because I don't want people to expect, some financial or material help from me. I don't have financial or material help to give out. I just don't have it. I am stressed as it is as well, you know, to provide for my family, to help out many other people, to help out many other people. Yeah. So I'm also struggling to help out my family, to help out a number of my relatives. I have relatives myself, and most of my relatives are, you know, they're not doing well. They're just poor people. They're just poor people, and I strive to help out, and it's not easy. So please don't expect much from me materially, financially. Please don't. It's not that I don't want to help. It is just to say that I just don't have. And I'm saying this because a number of I receive a number of text messages in my inbox, even phone calls or whatever. People asking for money. I can't give what I don't have. I would want to help. If I had the money, I would help as much as possible, you know, but I just don't have. Yes, there are a few times when I come out and uh, when I come out and help. There are a few times that I try to do that. Yeah. So there are a few times that I help out, but I mean, those are really rare situations. It's like a lottery. For me to help people, it's like a lottery. I just don't have the resources. The other thing which I want to talk about is that a number of people also are asking me uh, for for jobs. Get me a job. Get me a job, my friends. I am not able to get anyone a job. My wife was here for 3 months, for 3 years. I failed to get her a job. My wife, my own wife. Even my relatives, whatever, my sister, my relatives will tell you, I am not a person that will help anyone to get a job. I don't have means to help anyone get a job. My own relatives, a number of them with papers, they ask me to help them. I am not just able to help anyone to get a job. I am not able, not even my own wife. My wife used to be very upset in here. I'm telling you, she used to be very upset with me. Hey, you are failing to get me a job. You're failing to get me a job. I'm just not able. I'm just not able to get anyone a job. So please don't expect that from me. I can only give you what I have. And all I have is my voice. Coming on social media, talking for you on various issues. That is all I can do. Giving you money, I'm not able to. Getting you a job, I'm not able to. I just don't have the means to help you in those lines. Yes, I am available for, for advice, for advice in business, in family matters. I know somebody, when I say family matters, will be like, yeah, how can you advise anyone and whatever? Come on. Anyway, so that is just the real issue. Then the third point that I want to bring out, I only use my WhatsApp. I only use my WhatsApp for text messages, and only when I know a person do I entertain phone calls on WhatsApp. Don't call me on WhatsApp if we don't know each other. If I don't know you, I will not pick it. At least some people who are polite, they will call normally and then they'll say, can I call you on WhatsApp? At least that is okay. Just a number which I don't know to pick a phone call on WhatsApp, I don't. Then some of you, like whatever you find this video you send to me, please stop sending me my videos. Stop sending me my videos. Stop sending me those links. Stop. I don't want them. I am not on. That's why I've come out of all the groups. I'm not in the groups here per WhatsApp. If you include me, if you put me in a group, the first thing I do is to block the person that put me in a WhatsApp group and then exit the group. That's what I do. If you include me in a group, the first thing that I do is to to block the person that has put me in a WhatsApp group, and then I exit the group. Don't put me in the WhatsApp groups. I don't want to be in the WhatsApp groups. I don't want. And don't send me these. You find like a video, you send me. You find a video, you send me. A link, you send me. No. Text me if you want. The best that you can do, if really you think that you want to draw my attention to something, what I ask is, please, at least let me know. To say, oh, there is this, whatever, and I've seen a link. Can I send it to you? At least let me accept to say, okay, send me the link. Not you just pick anything, you send a link. You think I have all the time just to be looking at my links? And some of these links that you give me, I check the link. It is just talking about nonsense. I don't have the time, believe me. Don't think that I sit here and do nothing. No, I have a lot to do. I sleep less hours. The other day I was listening on radio and they were saying that, you need to sleep on that one of these adverts. That you need to sleep a lot. Because if you don't sleep a lot, it will affect your production of testosterone. And I got worried because really, I don't sleep much, and most of the time it's because I've got so much to do. Then if my WhatsApp messages, if you have nakana, don't send me those useless WhatsApp messages. And this issue of hi, hello, how are you, what, I am not interested. In Enganindwala, I come on social media, I tell you I have a headache, I have a toothache, I tell you everything. So don't bother yourselves to start coming into my inbox and asking me, how are you? I don't respond to those things. I am telling you because, this is, it wastes my time. I want, when I see my phone vibrate, it is a message that is worth reading. I don't want to, you get a beep, you stop what you are doing to open the message, and remember my phone, I've got a password, it's a sentence. So even just to unlock the phone, I'm busy unlocking the phone, writing that sentence to unlock the phone. The next thing I find is hi. For what? It really irritates me. So please, Napapata, send me messages that are, worthwhile. And don't call me on WhatsApp if I don't have your number. At least let me know. Anyway, having said that, having said that, Nick. having said that, let me now go to the issue that I want to discuss this evening. Now, my issue is UPND, and I hope Honorable Ambrose Lufuma, you are sitting. I hope Ambrose, Honorable Lufuma, you are sitting. Because I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you, Honorable Lufuma. I want to talk to you. You are the Minister of Defense. Tonight, my main discussion is hinged on you, Honorable Ambrose Lufuma. My discussion today, it is on Honorable Ambrose Lufuma. I am addressing, this one is a special address for you, Honorable Ambrose Lufuma. You are the Minister of Defense. And I want to tell you that the minister, your ministry is not doing very well. Your ministry is not doing very well. And you are the policymaker. You are the government. And when things are not happening correctly, you take the responsibility together with you, the commander-in-chief, your boss, President Hakainde Hichilema. You take responsibility. And I want to tell you that I'm going to speak without fear or favor. Because last time I spoke about the bad things happening in your ministry. Mwalisa tampoku ntinya, mwanjikata no kunjikata, you arrested me at inciting mutiny, and yet what I was talking about was real. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that because the case now is in court. The case is in court. You arrested me and took me in. But I want to tell you that, look, this country belongs to all of us. And there is nothing that is sacrosanct that we should not touch unless I'm revealing state secrets. Then you can have an issue with me. But issues that have to do with policy, I've got a right to discuss them. And equally, any person in this country has a right to discuss them. So mwila tutinya because mwari chilamo. Last time we were talking about Africom, Awama Americans more later. When we started talking about Imwaba Ambrose Lufuma, you came out and started threatening us. Why were you threatening us? So here I'm going to tell you, I'm not scared. But otherwise, I need to tell you the truth. Now, the first thing is that Imwaba Antoine Kan, Imwaba va UPND. By UPND, you came into power riding on the youth support. By UPND, you are in power based on the youth support. If you remember, our lines, those who were in the queues on the day of voting, mostly were young people. Young people stood in long queues. They bore long hours, scorching heat, hunger, just for them to vote for you. Ama youth, they voted for you. You are in power, Ambrose Lufuma. You are in power because of the youths. Hakainde Hichilema. Today, you are shining, Kukata. You are shining, Kukata, because of the youths. You are making money, you are cutting deals because of the youths. Na muchinja na maskini yale moneka we know, ama suti mrefu wala we know. If you even said you are not going to buy vehicles. You have bought a lot of vehicles. If you are new from your token, GX. You are such hypocrites, such hypocrites. So deceiving. So deceiving. At now, we are not going to buy vehicles. We saw those vehicles that you bought. Anyway, you are enjoying life. You are enjoying life. Ambrose, Hakainde Hichilema, and the entire UPND government. You are enjoying because of the youths. The youths gave you support. That's why you are in power. You capitalized on the youth vote. Most of the youths who registered to vote in the 2020-2021 registration exercise were young people. And most of those young people voted for you. This is a fact. Most of those young people voted for you. Had it not been for the youths, you wouldn't be in State House, you wouldn't be in power. But now, you are in power because of the youth vote. What have you done for the youths? What have you done for the youths? Opa mwikere imwe ba Mbrosi Rufuma. Opa mwikere. Nangu ba Hakainde Hichilema. Nangu imwe bene ba maeva namtare na Lungu. Na mwikera, you are the acting president. What have you done for the youths? What have you done for the youth? What have you done for the youth? You have been in power for 1 year, 6 months. What have you done for the youths? I know someone foolish will come up and say, no, you employed teachers and nurses. Those teachers and nurses you employed are as a result of Edgar Lungu's infrastructure. It is because Edgar Lungu built those schools. That's why you employed those. So those youths or those jobs that you created, you didn't create. Those jobs that you gave to the youths, it is not your initiative. Because the initiative was Edgar Lungu. It's Edgar Lungu that employed those youths. It is Edgar Lungu. It was part of the plan. After building the schools, after building the health centers, they had to employ. And that's how you came in and you employed. But Imwe, when you came in after Mwabengishawo, what did you do? You promised that now you are going to employ Amasoja, ZNS, Vaka Pokola, ZAF. That's what you say. You are going to employ these people. And you were very categorical. You were boasting. You were boasting you are going to employ these. By November, the names will come out. By January, they will start the training. Look, we are now in March. First quarter of the year is finishing. And those names are not out. Are not out. And the day after tomorrow, you will be celebrating Youth Day. You'll be celebrating Youth Day. You'll be celebrating Youth Day and you'll be making speeches. What speeches are you going to be making? What are you going to be talking about? What are you going to be talking about? What have you done for the youths? What have you done for the youths? Imwe, what have you done for the youths? You are such a shameless government, I'm telling you. Such a shameless government, such a deceiving government. Because you promised a lot of things for the young people. And you haven't done. I mean, you were talking about, no, free education, new whatever. Total nonsense. Total nonsense. We have a number of young people who are right now failing to go to school. I am talking about money. Some of the young people that have been writing me, they have been writing, complaining because some of them, they haven't paid. Some of them, they are out of school because of lack of support. How can you boast that you have brought free education, you are helping young people, when a number of young people are failing to be in school? Those who have completed now, you will be forces and whatever. And up to now, nothing. And you see, you are such an insincere government. Such an insincere government. Because if you were sincere and considerate, at least you would tell the young people the truth. The problem that you have is that you want to rule this country on lies, based on lies, sheer lies, that's all. You want to lie, you want to cheat people. You think that people are stupid. You think that those young people are stupid. They don't think, they are dunderheads. You think that those people are at your mercy. Barufumo, you think that young people are at your mercy. Here is news for you, Amdala. Here is news for you. Here is news for you. Here is news for you. I want you to hear this. I want you to hear this. By UPND, I want you to hear this. And Makamaka, my address is on Vambros. Vambros, I want you to hear this. Don't think that the youths are at your mercy. No, you are at the mercy of the youths. It is the opposite. The opposite is true. It is the young people who are keeping you in power. If these young people rise up, if these young people rise up, you will not sit. You will not sit in those offices. You will not drive those vehicles if the young people rise up against you. This is a fact. This is a fact. The young people are not at your mercy. They are not at your mercy. You rather are at their mercy. Most of you, you can't even get jobs. You can't even apply for a job. You can't, most of you. Most of you, you don't even have a CV. You can't even apply for a job. Now, these people started calling on this one. I think I said, don't call me direct because I said on WhatsApp. I said, don't call me, it's not direct, but WhatsApp. Now some people are calling me direct. No, don't call me direct, call on WhatsApp. Now, so I'm telling you, don't think that by UPND, yes, you have got a 5-year mandate. This is a fact. You have got a 5-year mandate according to the Constitution. But you have to remember that the people out there can decide to check you out. They can decide to check you out. Hakainde Hichilema. Don't think that you are too powerful. You can never be too powerful over people. You can never be. This is a problem with some of you, some of you leaders. You think that when you are in state house, when you are in government, you are powerful, you can do whatever you want. Forget it. You are wrong. You are very wrong. And this is the truth. People still retain the power. People still reserve the power to keep you there. If they decide to kick you out, they will kick you out. Balufumo, they will kick you out. They will kick you out. These young people that you are messing around with, they will kick you out, Balufumo. They will kick you out, these young people. You can't take them for granted like this. Come on. You have even gone, you are quiet. And young people now, they don't know. Where are we going? What is going on? They don't know. And they are becoming frustrated every day. Lekeni miewe imwe. Wa UPND. Wankosa mitwe. Nimwe wankosa mitwe. You are hard-headed. Hard-headed. You need to be cranked. You don't mess around with young people. You don't. You don't mess around with young people. No country, not in Europe, not anywhere. You don't mess around with young people. A leader who messes around with young people is risking his leadership. Is risking his legacy. Even when you are risking your legacy, you are risking the legacy, your legacy. You are risking your power. You have only been in power for 1 year, 6 months. And now you have become so pompous that you think you can neglect the young people. You can just leave them like that. How many young people rose up on those days when you advertised for them to go and register? How many rose up to go and register? They were killing each other for goodness sake. You remember that, there was even a stampede somewhere. There was even a stampede. That is how desperate they are. And Manchester, whatever, you are enjoying. But these young people are anxious. And what I'm telling you here is real. It's real. Young people are very frustrated. You may not know it because you are sitting in an aircon, because you are enjoying good life, you will not hear it. But some of us, we are hearing it. Every day, every day, I'm receiving not less than 10 calls. And I'm telling you, there must be so many people out there. So many young people who are not able to reach out. But according to you, things are okay. You can sit comfortably. Mwaocha pona vorovo, mwaocha pona nkoko muleria. Fika lula one day. You don't mess around with young people. You don't mess around with young people. But you PND, you have excited our young people so much. Our young people had so much expectation from your government. So much expectations. But you have done nothing for the young people. You have done nothing. What can you talk about? Even this mining that you are talking about, you went around telling the people who are in the mines, no, we will give you these mines. We will give you these mines. You are now sharing the mines. You are sharing the mines. You are leaving out the young people. Everything, Imamule Senda, everything. You are grabbing everything. Black Mountain, everything. You are grabbing Imamule area. Because even Black Mountain, it's not the young people that have been benefiting. It is you. Imwabene the top people, imwabena kabuswe. Nabanani, ukwabena luswani sova, nabanani, kubikila kumuna wakateka. You are the ones that are benefiting. The young people are left with nothing. The only little thing that they have hope for is government, which is it's not even job creation. You can't be boasting to say no job creation. It's not job creation. Giving jobs in government is not job creation. But okay, fine, give them because that's all you have. You can't create anything. So give them these jobs, okay then. Give them. Why are you sitting there? You are calling yourself a minister. And you are sitting there, young people are burning with anxiety, with anguish. And you call yourself leaders. You are useless leaders, I'm telling you. You are useless leaders. You could be good fathers, you could be good husbands. But as leaders, you are useless. As leaders, you are useless. Because if you cannot provide for young people, even in Chilufya government, you can't. What good is there for you? Why should you be even there? Why are you even getting our salaries? Why are you even getting our salaries? For what? These are simple things that you're supposed to do. At least the best that you could have done. If it is the issue of the money, you would have come out. You would have told the young people, sorry, we don't have the money. Can you give us up to so much? So that they can sit back. But even then, what you should do before, if you don't have the money, at least you have done the selection. Release the names of those that you have selected. So that those who are not selected, they can go ahead and do other things. This is the point. Release the names of those whom you have selected. Ambemba. Balufuma. Release the names of those who you have selected. I know some of them you have doctored. I know there is a lot of corruption. I know there is a lot of nepotism in it. But okay, fine. Let those children of the poor people who cannot have a job, let them go and do something else. Let them know, put their mind to rest. Put their mind to rest. Let them know, okay, Ine have been selected and training is not going to start now. Training will start, I don't know if it is in June, October, whenever. It's okay. At least let them know. And those who will not be selected, they will go and do something else. They will go and do something else. Other than keeping them anxious. You are enjoying namuikara so barufumu namuikara mulechita enjoy namulia no kulia nice meal kakishinga ni 6-course meal namulia but aba iche kulia they are hungry. They are hungry. And I know Apostle Youth Day you will be giving them 200 to go and flash your symbols wherever you will be officiating. Wherever you be officiating, you be flashing, utuma 200, and whatever. And cheating that you have done something for them. No, it's very bad. It's very bad. It's very, very bad what you are doing. Think of it. These are your children. These are your children. Imagine if you have one of those children. Imagine the anxiety. I mean, I know how my children, suffer with anxiety when they have to do something. I know how they suffer. They suffer. Young people have no patience. They are struggling. They want to set their life path. How can you sit there? How can you sit there knowing young people out there are anxious? How can you sit there? If my Roba Icheva street, Mukarandation Tayali were inside, if tomorrow young people go out in the street to protest, are you going to say it's Tayali who has incited them? You are the one who has caused the anguish. I can say anything. I cannot incite anyone. I cannot incite anyone if people are satisfied. If the young people are okay, they cannot be incited. They cannot listen to me. They can never listen to me. If you are doing what is right, but you government, you run away from taking responsibility. When people rise up against you, you want to apportion the blame on others, on people like me. But you are the ones who have got the powers to satisfy the people. People who never go out in the streets. If at all everything is okay, no matter who can talk, you can be an advocate, you can be a prophet, you can be whoever. People will never go out in the street as long as they are satisfied. But who is going to satisfy them? Between yourselves and myself, who is going to satisfy them? It is you. You have got a responsibility. You are the people that they voted for. Some of us, we contested. They didn't vote for us. They voted for you. And then and enjoying our taxpayers' money. No. You're supposed to respond to the people's needs, to the plight of the citizens. And this includes the emotions. This is a problem with the people with the mediocre background. Mediocre background, because you don't realize that emotions are also very important to look at. You don't realize. That's why Hakainde Hichilema thinks that lying, he can be lying anyhow. He doesn't consider that Umufiwabo excites the emotions of the people. Umufiwabo brings tension in the people. If you cheat people to say, I'm going to give you an increment, people get excited. And when it doesn't come, people's spirits just drops. They are not happy. And it is important as a leader to also consider the emotions of the people. The emotions that you are causing Barufumo out there is terrible. I am mentioning you, Barufumo. You are the one who has been on this. You are the one who came on TV and you promised young people that you are going to we are going to release the names by mid-June, by mid-February. Then you postponed it. Now you have gone quiet. That's why I'm calling on you, Barufumo. Come out and tell the young people what is the situation. You are causing anxiety. You are causing anguish in the young people. Come out, come out. You are a minister. Tebu minister. No. A good leader responds to people's issues, to the plight of the people. That is a good leader. Not to hey, go and arrest him. Hey, go and arrest him. Hey, mutiny. Whatever nonsense. Mutiny. Oh. What powers do I have myself? What powers do I have to command soldiers? What powers do I have? You are the ones with power. People gave you that power. If we simply speak for them as human beings, we look at them as human beings. They can be soldiers, they can be ZAF, they can be whatever. They are human beings with blood. They expect that salary. They expect good conditions of service. They have got children who need to go to school. They have got wives who need to go and paint nails and put those fake nails and fake eyelashes and fake hair. I mean, they want it. They want it. They want it. And in Gatwalanda kwati yo mutiny. Ala, nonsense. Nonsense. Anaimwe. Nonsense. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. It's not acceptable. They are human beings. Eh? Why do you want to gag people? You want to gag people so that muleva shupafi. No. Address people's plight. Don't look at us and start threatening us. It's nonsense. It's failure in leadership. It's failure in leadership. If you are true leaders, tomorrow you should be able to tell the young people when you're going to release that name. On Youth Day, I'm giving you this. On Youth Day, if you are leaders worth your salt, if there is anything in you as leaders, on Youth Day, tell the young people when the names are going to come out. I'm not going to say, no, let the name come out on Youth Day because practically it might be difficult. I'm being realistic. So, but on Youth Day, wherever you will be, issue a statement to say, today being Youth Day, I am telling you that on such a day, your names will come out. And on such a day, you will start your training. It doesn't matter when the training will start. People can understand, even me, I do understand. If there is no money, I mean, it's a challenge. And we know that there is a challenge now. We don't have the money. But at least release their names. Let those who have been selected know I have been selected. And tell them, give yourself ample time, not you. Give yourselves ample time. If you want, you can even say you will start training in January. People who have the patience, they will know, okay, in January I'm going to start my training. They will know. Give yourself ample time. Not sitting quiet. Not sitting quiet. That your silence is causing anguish in the young people. And you must know that there is no vacuum. If there is a vacuum, somebody will put in something. If young people go out one day to demonstrate, and you know, demonstration, they might not even demonstrate to say, no, we want to be recruited. It might just be something else that will happen. Just something else. A person will just be knocked down in the street, and young people will come up, and all of a sudden, it catches fire. Remember, this issue, this frustration is not only in Lusaka, it is countrywide. Fishing car. What I'm telling you, this is the truth. You may hate me for it, but it's the truth. This frustration is not only in Lusaka, it is countrywide. Even in your stronghold, there in southern province, in Wengwa, right in the heart of Wengwa, there are youths who are expecting. So when they will stand up, you might not be able to contain it. You might not be able to contain it. And on top of that, ubunga na balunda. Ubunga mulelunda, finshindune, imamwe bantu, ushemule tontonkanya. And I'm telling you, mule tashalesa, mule yakulilesa, mwaya pepa mwa tashalesa. No, thank you for Tayali, because I'm opening your minds. There are a lot of things which are happening, which are wrong. And the best that you can do is to reduce at least on those things that will cause tension. The commodity prices are so high. Things which you can easily sort out. You just need to produce those names and tell them, Mukatampam January. That's it. That's it. Now, you mulindui na muikarandui. Oh, mukadawa sana one day. Mukadawa sana one day. Ndamieva fiari chitike muno Mzambia. Imwe walufumo, you know very well what happened kuli Hakainde. Hakainde was powerful. UNIP was powerful. Tualenda di Pompanshi, Kaunda, Kumulu, Lesa, Unipi mulilo. Waikatako wapia. Ero imwe wa UPND. Imwe wa UPND. With your hungry cadres. Because even your cadres are hungry. Who are you? Who are you? Learn from the history. Learn from the history. Don't think you are powerful. Don't think you are powerful. Don't. Hakainde Hichilema. Don't think you are powerful. You are not powerful. You are not powerful. This time, especially this time, people now came into it. People know that this country is theirs. People know that leaders are employed by people. Vakaunda, we didn't know exactly. We never thought that it is actually possible to remove Vakaunda. We never thought it was possible. We thought Kaunda Wamia Yaya. That's what we thought. But this time, people know that politicians are hired and fired by the people. And now you are playing around with people. Cost of living is high. You are not creating jobs. Yeah? And then you even now start lying. You frustrate people. You call people. They fight in a stampede. You get their names. You get their medicals. And you know these people, they go through a lot. To get the medicals and whatever. They struggle too much. With high expectations. Why are you sitting there quiet? Why are you sitting Why are you sitting quiet? When young people out there are expecting you to make a statement and you call yourself a minister and you have a president who calls himself to say, I'm doing things systematically. I am a whatever leader. What leader? Hakainde Hichilema. What leadership is this? What leadership is this? Even on straightforward things you can't lead. What are you going to score in? If on simple things you can't. At leadership. This is not leadership, Balufumo. It's not leadership. This is failure. This is the disaster. This is a bad leadership. Don't create problems where they are not supposed to be problems. Don't create problems where they are not supposed to be problems. This one is, I've taken my time to talk about this because I know the frustration of young people. I know it. I have children. I have worked with young people. Young people don't have patience. They don't sleep. Even if you tell me, no, tomorrow we'll be going wherever, whatever, I'll go and sleep. But for a young person, he will not sleep or she will not sleep. So I know what it means for them. Looking forward to that list, will my name appear there? I know what it is. That's why I've taken my time to talk about this. And what I've told you is nothing but the truth. You are digging your own political graves. These young people, young people, they will rise against you. If these young people rise against you, and it is not me. It is not me who would have influenced them. It is not me who would have incited them. It is you. Cholwe. Ulichipuba, I'm telling you, ulichipuba. Pa social media, kutuwa kuchituka, wacheba ulichipuba. Inciting violence. If you start inciting violence, if you brulu fiove, if you feel government, if you start incite government violence, ngamulerundo wunga, you are inciting violence. No mwini Hakainde Hichilema, alelanda Hakainde Hichilema. Atishani, umwini Hakainde, alevu vyaka sungu akasuma sana. Atishani fila alelanda. Umfa Hakainde fwale kwewe. Iwe chima inza, umfa kuno. Hakainde alelanda atishani fila, hunger brings anger. Umfa fwale alelanda Hakainde Hichilema. Hunger brings anger. Efwale alelanda kasungu akwale Hakainde alevu. Hunger brings anger. Efwalelanda Hakainde Hichilema. Kutina kubikira pona ka video wakamuna. Efwalelanda Hakainde Hichilema. Ifinde mieva. Anger brings hunger. Ndemi soka ine. I'm not inciting. Ni mwemuleta violence. By increasing commodities of prices. By frustrating young people, no wufi, you are the ones who are bringing violence. Address these issues and there will be no problem. People will never listen to me. Who am I? People don't take you seriously. Hey, you are a Mshan. People cannot listen to me. Who am I? Who am I? They can't listen to me. I contested as a mayor. They didn't vote for me. I contested as a MP. They didn't vote for me. Who am I? Who am I to incite violence? It is you they voted for. They voted for you. And you are messing around. And they will be upset one day. They will be upset with you that you have taken us too much for granted. They will tell you this. And they will hold you accountable one day. The best is deliver on your promises. Deliver on your promises. Employ these young people. Release that list. Allah, you are useless. At CDF. You have got nothing to talk about when it comes to the youth, to the young people. Nothing. You people, you are saying the CDF, we have empowered the locals, decentralization. Apa CDF Mulelanda CDF. We are still talking about CDF year last year, 2022. CDF year this year, we are not even talking about it. And yet that CDF year this year, Mulila CDF mwalivi kamo sponsorship of students, vulnerable children. So, nimu machi muno, how will those vulnerable children go to school? How will they go? Yeah? Nimu machi, you are not talking about CDF. You are not talking about CDF. Because Hakainde Hichilema, bale shana kuja, purukutu, CDF, where is CDF for 2023? Where is CDF? These young people want to go to school. You said they are going to be sponsored from CDF. But we are still talking about CDF year last year. Even Hakainde Hichilema was in parliament the other day. And he was talking about CDF year last year. What about CDF year this year? Because we have got children who are supposed to go into school. Yeah? You have got CDF. You have got the people that needs to go into school. They are complaining. They are telling me. No, we got acceptance letters here. I'm going to this college. I'm supposed to go to this college. I'm supposed to go to this vocation, whatever. But there is no money. Where is your CDF? Momulanda Pova Hakainde Hichilema. Ilikuisa CDF year 2023. Because Panatulelanda, Ngasharingira, these people are supposed to be in school. If really you mean business, by now, they should be in school. Now there is no CDF. You are still talking about 2023. And you call yourself an effective government. That government is working. This is e-government. Yamaleka government. This is a rotten government. Yes, a rotten government. No use for the Zambian people. Are you going to tell me them be patient? Eh? Are you going to tell me them be patient? By November. Yeah? Didn't you say the CDF who is going to educate the children? Where is the CDF? Hey, go and arrest him. Arrest me for what? Ndemi yebe fishinka. Ndemi afoko kutungulula. Ndemi fuasulula kwa mano. Ati mwikaten for what? Do these things and people will love you. People will not come to watch me. People will not send me text messages. They will love you. You will enjoy your leadership. Nombapa, yakabisira imwe, you can't. Inendenda kona mtown, ndenda, narona sharapita na mtown. Nadi yako no wadi pakona para town center, na chiri yako wadi pa town center, nama guys. Ima kutimwa pita. Aba ichana aba mufiri wa bad. Mule pusukira vye baka pokola. Pantunga takwadi baka pokola kumichingira imo, ama some of you ministers. Na wa president wenenga wala mitowa mapi. People would have been slapping you for frustrating them and for lying to them. Allah. CDF, ale mitwale CDF. Waba ichabale fuya kuma skulu twale CDF. Free education, free education. Give the schools the grants. Give them the grants. You are not giving the grants, and increase that grant. Because if you don't do a number, ream of paper ni 120 to 150, ream of paper. But you never pay a 30 pin grant. How many reams of paper can they buy out of that? Things have become expensive. You are still giving the same grant you had Garungwa Shile. But you have increased things badly. And you are even late to give the money. And you are boasting about the free education. What nonsense. Allah. Eh? And on top of that, you are messing you are messing up. This government is such a mess. I'm telling you, this government of Hakainde Hichilema is a mess. You are doing all these things. Balufumo, I'm still on you. Corruption. There is corruption in this government. There is corruption in the government. It's like, a bacteria on a dead body. It is multiplying. It is everywhere. I have never seen the corruption that has come in this government like we have. Umumwina mu ministry y'abalufumo. Umumwina mu ministry. Ara muli corruption to a papa tale sandie. Muli corruption balufumo. Muli corruption mu ministry yenu. Mu ministry yenu muli corruption balufumo. If you think I'm joking, just go and ask the procurement officers. Kuzedenes. No, we need defense because that day I said that I won't talk about defense. I don't know much. Yeah, now I'm paying information. Ku defense, kuzedenes, kuzafu. Takudi bamambala babe shiriawa. Niwa civil servant, niwa supplier. Efire chitika wa lufumo ndefo kumieba. Bamdala wandi efire chitika ministry yenu. Your civil servants, eba luikenomba ba supplier ba mambala. Eba le supplier. Abantu aba le supplier to beans, to chilemba, to nshi. They have cut them. Eba le supplier. Nganyui wina mambalo yuri kuna nkane kuzedenes. Iwe nwechika wala iwe. Ishile kurumbuleshina but now ishiwa. Balungu wali kutamfishe. Muna wuka wala. Muna corruption. Baechechi baisa bakuwesha. Eno waisa Stephen Mbolo wawe chimbi. Your corruption is thinking in far places. Ishile kurumbuleshina but now ishiwa. Shile chimdala batamfishe chidia. Bali chitamfya walungu. Na chiwera nchi procurement chakuti. Muna nikane. Muzedenes. Na ku prison konse. Imwa kanshi. Mwawashani mwa kanshi mwe. Mwishena corruption hivi. Abantu tabale supplier. Balufumo. Fishing kefindemi wa mdala wandi. Go and check those who are supplying. They have cut them. They have turned into suppliers. Evale supplier. Fionsefie. Ama penny. Ama toner. Ama paper. Everything. Evale supplier. Va civil servant. In the name of saying, abaniva PF. Uyuni PF. Ero nganyawa wenifa wakwati, ngadishi nafati niwa Chilufya. Mkwai. Kuro la shafeshi nati yo, uyuni PF. Mulewo na ule chalo imwe. This is the division that you are bringing in this country. Mulewo na ule chalo, you are spoiling this country, you people. You can't be segregating people just looking at the name. Somebody was telling me, I think Solwezi Council. They wanted to build something. Na chishwachi DC. Chidishi chakuna nikani. Chakulia kuino kundela ndapo. Kuma Solwezi. Na chishwafo ndela ndapo. Abantu baba pere na contract. Chaisa wafumiapo ati no. These are PF. Abantu ba akademia kakusolwezi. Ushe kusolwezi takwa wa mwila, takwa wa chipasha, takwa wa nanikane bamulenga kusolwezi. There are people who are there, who are living there, who have been living there. But imo kuisa wafumi hapo, pama contract at no, remove them. muleo na ule chalo but balufumo ndevu mieva imwe mdala ala nafi bipa kumienuku nafi bipa balufumo do something mdala unless na imomo aliwa corrupt, but I think you are a good man. You are a good man as a man, but as a minister you are failing. As a minister you are failing Bamdala. Can you do something? Jacob Bamdala wandiwalufumo. Jacob. Checking any call. Repsheni. Abaleta supply. Chishani. They are all Zambians. That is why we are saying there is tribalism. Because you are not standing up. Because if you could be Tonga, I don't mind. You could be Tonga, you could be anything. But if you are doing your job, that is okay. That is okay. The problem is coming in because you are coming from a certain region and you are also choosing people from a certain region. That is where the problem comes in. I don't have a problem with whoever is employed as long as you are doing the job and you are not segregating. But if you are segregating, then you are a problem. So, we will have no issue. Me have no issue with your tribe, whoever, as long as you are doing the job. I have no problem. But yes, you are coming from a certain region, and the people now who are busy, supplying and getting paid are coming from a particular region. Then it becomes a problem. There is a list before the list comes out. Then there is a problem. Because it's supposed to be on merit. You shouldn't look at the name and where somebody is coming from. It shouldn't be. But this is what is happening. You can't be given a contract because you are Chilufya Tayali. Why? I'm a Zambian. Hello, I deserve to be given a contract as well. I deserve to be given a contract. It doesn't matter. I'm a Mulenga, I'm Piri, I'm Mwanza. It doesn't matter. If I qualify, give me the business. It's very bad. It's very bad. And we are seeing these things. Don't think that people are not seeing. For me to be talking here, it's because people are seeing. People are seeing. And you want to go far. But come on, this is division, because I don't want to say, no, baka mfuma mukafumamo, and then whatever. You are all Zambians. So let's just live together nicely. You can't get anything. Iwe wawa kuna nikane kuzafu kudia. Ichindike. Kuna nikane kuzedenes. Ichindike. Ichindike. Nkakulumbula pweshina one day. Nkakulumbula. Nkakufumieshi. I will bring out data on you. I will bring up data. Nkakufumisha data ukadamwa sana. Oh. Ala. Na kuchindika lero. Ishirelande isha kulumbuleshina. Lero na kuchindika. But Chinja. Those people now, when they have got families, they have been living on that business. They are businessmen. Allah, they finish if you know. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. Even payment, to get a payment in dollar, to get a payment, warfare. To get a payment is a big, big problem. Namuli wakapokola chimo chine. Wamdala wa Jack Mimbu. Imo wamdala wa Jack Mimbu na limtemo. So that's why ishimirumbula lumbula. Yes, you helped me one time, but that is not the reason. I just like you. You are an experienced whatever. I see you as reasonable. But nakwena kuli wakapokola kuliko ka problem kulia. Kuliko ka problem na list yama wakapokola na wene ifire afuma. So wamdala wa Jack Mwimbu baru fumunga wale waya. Imo wa Jack Mwimbu fumia niko kalaka list ka wakapokola at least. Aba ichemi timachitishani shika leko panshi. Shika leko panshi. Put the hearts of these young people at ease. Release the list by Jack Mwimbuna Papat. Anyway, I think I've made but one more thing. Kuzesko, iwe Victor uyumuntu you I saw you. But iwe but kuna Kuzesko. Zesko ya shamashana. What is happening in Zesko is terrible. This Victor Mapani. You want to build a dynasty? You want to build a dynasty? You want to build a dynasty? Kuzesko. Na kwena kuli problem Kuzesko. You have fired the entire whatever procurement. You have brought in your people, and your people are also just getting their people. There is no proper business going on at ZESCO. ZESCO is one of the biggest corporations that we have, which is supposed to help a lot of people. But unfortunately, it's not me. It's you messing up this country. You are messing up this country with your selfishness, with your tribalism, with your nepotism. You are messing up this country. 1 year, 6 months. You are behaving quite more 60 years in government. 1 year, 6 months. 1 year, 6 months. But now mukula mapindo. You are all over. Na fi language fienu. Ala, chilishani. We are Zambians, all of us. Ichindike, guys. But you know, I want to open phone calls for people to call and express themselves. But you are only calling on WhatsApp. I've put a number there. You only call using WhatsApp. But lastly, I have gotten information that our LGBTQ, they will be also marching tomorrow. That's what I've gotten. And they will also be marching tomorrow. Mumfuikishe, at our LGBTQ, they will also be marching tomorrow. Today, they were doing practicing. They were doing practicing and placing them where they are supposed to be. Akalimbusha na kanje wokowati, they were part of the people who are practicing. And tomorrow they will also be marching. On my part, I always make a disclaimer on this one, that I don't agree with the majority view on LGBTQ. I have a different opinion. And my opinion is that there are people who are born like that. Yes, they could be male, but inside the software and the mechanism which is there is female. These people do exist. I do recognize their existence. How they should live in a community, that is subject for discussion. But as we speak right now, the Lord does not allow. As we speak, the Lord does not allow. And most of all, if whatever we have to consider, it should not be an imposition from the Wazungus. It should not be an imposition from the Wazungus. This I refuse. I refuse Wazungus to impose something on us. It should be something that we should be able to interrogate and agree. If we don't agree, we don't agree. Wazungus should not impose it on us. But it is very clear this government is being pushed by the imperialists to push this agenda. This is why you see these people coming up. Yes, 4 people have been arrested in relation to that protest. 4 people have been arrested. I'll be monitoring how it is going to go. But I've been told that tomorrow, our LGBTQ, they will also be marching. We are yet to see. I'm not going to say much. I'm not going to say much. Let's see what will happen tomorrow. But now they will also be marching. And the Office of the Intelligence, now they shiva. Let's see what will happen tomorrow. If you want to express anything, you can call me on WhatsApp. Otherwise I go to sleep. There was somebody who was calling. Otherwise I go to sleep. If you want to express yourself, ngana kwata courage ya kulanda kuti watuma. Paya kwata courage kulanda. Our messages, our messages, namutuma, 200,000 applications which were received, total 500, whatever. Landen, too many, therefore, amtume, mulande. Therefore, amtume phone, mulande, kwa. Not to cry to mama messages. Our messages are. Yeah, I saw this number on Facebook page, Mr. Tayali, so that we can express our grievances against UPND. UPND may boast whatever, whatever. Ish, I'm not going to read the messages. I'm not going to read the messages. Anyway, nonetheless, I think I've made my point. Tonight, I was basically on Ambrose Lufuma. We're not on my call. Not on my number. Chirishani. People. Not on my number. I've given a number that you should call there. The number is on WhatsApp there. That is the number you should call. Not on my number. My they will confiscate my phone. I don't want. Therefore, I wish you look. No. Not on my number. Ninka na shile randa puisha so. Ni what pa WhatsApp. Pa WhatsApp. Chirishani. Hello? Hello? Yes, please. Mliwacha wechawe waradi na imu. Mune mfurunganya fe. You are useless people. It's waradi mwete wale nitumina phone. Kabia ni kwa waradi mwete na imwe. Tena doctorate ya tamu kwa tana logic. Ndandirati kutumina pali number, not pali number le tumina po. Ala, who are you waradi mwete na imu? Kabia ni uko mliwacha wechawe fe waradi mwete wa. Ile shilanda na wacha wechawe. Get out. Bye. Waradi mwete is very useless. He's a useless young man. He's a useless young man. Anyway, I think let me leave it there. So I was basically saying, tonight I was basically talking about the issue of, the Ministry of Defense, particularly on the young people. I am saying you have caused a lot of anxiety out there, and it is not healthy. It is not healthy. You need to sort it out. My proposition is that you release the names, and if there are any glitches in them starting, you can, give yourselves time. You can extend the date when they are going to start, but at least release the name so that those who have been picked, they can know. Those who haven't been picked, they would know, and they would go on do other things. Okay? This applies also Kuliva Akapokola. The other issue that I am bringing out Kuliva Alufmo is that this anxiety might cause problems, especially that the cost of living is also high. And people are hungry. And like Hakainde Hichilema used to say, hunger brings anger. It is not good for our country. Then the issue of corruption, there is too much corruption in terms of, supply and payments in the defense force. Basically, I'm talking about ZNS, what is this? ZAF, Defense Force, as well as Naku Prison, which goes now to the Home Affairs Ministry. And in the Home Affairs Ministry, it's the same thing. I mean, the list hasn't come out. The other issue that I've brought to the fore is this issue of the LGBTQ, that I'm told they are going to march tomorrow. We are yet to see. Pretty much, this is what I had to talk about tonight. And I hope Ambrose, Lufuma is a bit of a challenge for me. Ambrose Lufuma, you will look into this. This is positive criticism. Act on this and people will be happy. It is not about what. Yes, your government is failing in many things. I've also spoken about the issue of CDF. CDF, we are still talking about CDF 2022. We need to start talking about CDF 2023 because projects for this year are supposed to start. We are already hitting the first quarter. The first quarter is almost finishing. The same thing applies to this free education. Grants. Can you be on time to give the grants? The school administrators are struggling to make it, to survive, to provide for the schools. Give them those grants and possibly increase the grants. I think I've made my point. Thank you very much and good night.